So here I am, not quite 8:30, just about to do my returns run to Hedge End, back in the swing of things. Got a mass of things to return to Marks and Spencer and to Next, and I try to do that early because I think I don't like to inconvenience the other customers, you know. So, and it gets them off my to-do list. So I'm going to pop into B&M, see if there's anything interesting there, with the thought of spring on its way. And yeah, so I just thought I'd take you along for the ride. Yeah, Hedge End I'm heading to, so I'll keep you posted. So I've done M&S, I've done B&M, I've just done a little detour to TK Maxx, have a look in there, see if there's anything that grabs my fancy. Disappointing so far, to be honest. Didn't buy a single thing in Sainsbury's, but that's good. You know, I'm trying to be more selective, and it's a miserable grey day, quite windy, quite not cold, but anyway, it's fine. So I'm doing Home Sense, then returning Next. And I've got to dive into Hythe to pick up a package from John Lewis, and then home and start getting on with a bit of housework. So just thought I'd keep you updated. So this is what I've got to take back. Ways are absolute but I bring it here to Hedge End because you do it all yourself. So I don't feel so bad about taking up the store assistant's time. I forgot to say, my name is Helen and this is my channel, Helen Mary Jo. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're a Hell's Bell, hello. So I'm back home now. I've just had a bit of lunch and I just thought I'd show you what I bought, which is really inconsequential, but not a bad thing really. We're kind of in that in between, aren't we? You know, we're not quite into the full kind of forward to spring, but it's there. There's bulbs poking their noses through the soil, and it's starting to feel like it's within our grasp. So I went to B&M, as I told you. I did get these. I really like these baking sheets. I've got a big roll of baking parchment, but sometimes if you're in a hurry and you're just doing some, you know, you just want a baking tray size sheet of paper, I find these really, really useful. I suppose they're quite expensive really, $1.99 for 24, but that'll last me ages because I will only use it, you know, when I need to. Very boring. I got a packet of, I like to have a kind of a newish packet of these in my handbag at all times. Sort of being an older woman, isn't it? I always seem to have a bit of a runny nose. Sadly, I broke my wax burner. Henry bought me a lovely wax burner for my birthday, I think it was, a pottery one. And when I was taking the wax out, I just caught it and it broke, which is really, really annoying. But I do like a wax burner. I tend to light it once I've finished the housework, which is getting a little bit complicated these days because Rob's doing some and I'm doing some, and it's all a bit of a touchy subject. So I thought that one was quite nice. It's just kind of almost looks like concrete, but I thought it goes quite nicely with the wall colour. And then I got these extra large tea lights, and they were £2 for 9 because, you know, I like to burn it, and if you've got people coming round, they don't really last all that long, the regular size, so I thought I'd give those a go. I told you it was boring. I saw these two little pots in, this was B&M as well, and I thought that's quite handy. I'm just going to pop that on my dressing table for when I take my earrings out of an evening, just to throw them in there rather than I just put them on the side, and then in the morning I'm like, oh, where should I put those? So I'll find a use for the other one, I'm sure, but they were just £1.50 for 2. So they are stackable as well, which is quite useful. But I do find a room for the other one. I got Dolly some, this is TK Maxx. I just got her a few of these chicken treats because she's got one of these I don't know what you call them, like not trick, She has to work to get the treats out. I don't know what that's called really, but it kind of spins and you need small treats to put in there. And then I just got a couple of cards. One from Mum. I've got fluff all over me from where I was picking something up. Just very simple. It's very difficult buying Mother's Day's cards, isn't it? Because, you know, they've got to sound like you. And this is just Happy Mother's Day with lots of love, and it's quite a pretty picture. And I would just write my own words in there, which is preferable. I've got another niece or nephew due in May. So I just got this Hello Little One card. It's handy. We don't know what sex it's going to be. So I've got that to one side. It's got a nice gold lined envelope. I do like a quality envelope. I guess that was quite expensive really, $1.99. And then the very last thing I bought was just this to put to one side for Hattie for her birthday. And I got that in TK Maxx, and that was $2.99. And I thought that could go on the wall in her bedroom or in the hall or something, you know. I'm sure they'll find a use for it. So that was all I bought really. I mean, it really wasn't very exciting. I had a little quick look around Marks and Spencer's, but there was nothing that I wanted to buy. I do much better actually shopping online in Marks and Spencer. I find the way they lay out the store now, I don't like it. It's kind of like they've got the different kind of brands, their own brands, and you know, Jaeger and stuff clustered together, but they haven't got like all the skirts in one place or all the jumpers in one place. I just don't like it. It's just me. The other thing I did treat myself to was some tulips. I thought, get me in the mood for summer, spring. I love tulips. I think they're so evocative of springtime, and I like the fact that they go all crazy and all over the place. So I got two white and one pink, and I just thought I'd put them in this pink vase, so that would make a nice little splash of colour on the side. So we've got, you know, Rob's got a problem with his heart. He had atrial fibrillation, and he had a heart attack 2 years ago now, last May 2022. And we just, you know, the NHS is under so much pressure, and he was getting increasingly frustrated that he couldn't talk to anybody about his medication. Hates the fact that he's on so much medication, and it doesn't make him feel good. And so I made an appointment privately with a cardiologist to see if we can just get somebody to talk to us one-on-one and look at him as an individual, because all the GPs will do is say that his drug combination is what they call the golden bullet, and they won't listen to anything about the fact that Rob's never had high cholesterol, he's never had high blood pressure. It's just the golden bullet, and he takes 8 tablets a day, and that gets him down very, very much. And apart from anything else, even if he has to stay on those tablets, I want an expert to tell him why. And yeah, so they'll make a fabulous display when they come out. I mean, they look lovely already, really. So I'll just pop those behind me. I just thought I'd show you this. I mean, this is going back to the holiday, but you know, we went to the Oyster Box Hotel, and our friends were there for high tea. We went there for lunch, so we didn't get this, but this cat is kind of famous at the Oyster Box Hotel. Do you remember that lighthouse that I had the photographs, Rob and I standing in front of? And this cat apparently is massive. There's just a couple of tea bags in there, but our friends who went for lunch there at tea gave us this as a little memento. Hattie wants the box. She's mad about cats. So that's the kind of very meagre shopping that I did. After me going to the self-service place for Next, they actually, the first item I put through wouldn't go through, so the young lady said, oh, give it to me and I'll do it. So she did it all anyway. So, but the intention was there. Now, I don't know if you've seen this worktop. I'm sure you have. I'll just move the camera. So you can see it's a granite worktop, and it's got quite scratched, sadly, but you know, it's a used worktop. So I just thought I'd kind of show you. I've tried many things on this worktop, and this is by far and away the best. So this is the Worktop Wonder, and that's from Lakeland. It's a male. Well, they do have a few shops around and about, and I will, if you're interested, show you how I get this looking as good as it possibly can. So I just thought I'd show you what I do with this worktop. And then also I've got a black composite sink, and I have shown this before on the channel, but it was a long time ago and it has got into a really bad state. I haven't cleaned it properly for ages, so I need to give that a jolly good clean. And then I use this, which totally brings it up as good as new. So completely changing the subject, I saw these on the table. And do you remember when we were in South Africa and I said we bought the paintings off that chap on the beach? And we bought all the 4 grandchildren a painting. Billy and Hattie both wanted one wanted a lion and one wanted an elephant. So we got this one for Hattie. It's oil painting on canvas. And then got this one for Billy. And Rob's already done the 2 little grandsons, their paintings, and he's put them on a frame. And they look great for their bedroom. And so I thought that's something they can have forever, isn't it? You know, it's not childish. Rob is so good at that stuff. He's really very talented carpenter. So I'll leave that in the sink for later. And I won't bore you with the whole thing, but basically I will be using this Flash spray white done, because I do find this a really good cleaner. So I give it a good covering of that, and then I will use a J cloth. Just bring the J cloth out in hot water. And I'll probably use that to clean the sink as well. It doesn't really matter what you use to clean it, but it's important, obviously, to get the surface clean before you kind of start polishing it. There's no point polishing dirt, is there? So what I'll do is I'll put the camera kind of down, but then I'll fast forward this bit. So what I do then is I just use some of this blue paper. We started using this blue roll or white roll. You get it in Costco. You know, they have it in a lot of kitchens and on sites and stuff. And so that there was, you know, as good a hygiene as possible, we started using this. And I've just kept it up really. So I've got a roll of it on the side. And it's not used to dry our hands and things. I can't bear it when people grab a tea towel to dry their hands. It's like, no. So I just dry all of that off. I'll just go around and do the other side. So now I use like what I call proper kitchen roll. I just give this Worktop Wonder. I was so pleased because they went out of stock and I thought they weren't going to do it. But they have restocked it. In fact, I bought Katie one for Christmas. Had a slightly joke present because she's now got granite worktop. And I have bought several granite cleaners, but none of them have been as good as this. Just brings it up with a lovely shine. I don't know how easily you can see that, but it really does bring it up really, really nicely. It's not as good as new because it is scratched, but it's as near as I can get. It's funny, there's like, oh, you know what's needed there? Elbow grease. There's some kind of almost like lines, like something's being dragged across it. But anyway, so you get the idea, and I'll show you when it's finished. Right, so that's brought the granite up really nicely, actually. I'm pleased with that. It looks nice and shiny. And now we'll move across to the sink, and you'll see it's bad. I don't know if you can see, it's got lots of kind of stains in it, and it's not great. So I will give this a good spray of cleaner and give this a good clean. I must admit, this is the first day that I have felt okay since the holiday. That bug that I had, I've got a feeling it was COVID actually, because I've just been so tired, disproportionately tired, you know, to having had a lovely holiday. Okay, it was a hard flight, but you know, it shouldn't have knocked me out like that, and it really did. Lots of tea stains in here. I'll pop a little bit of bleach into that. Take those out. I was nervous with bleach. I was managed to get it on me somehow. I like having a black sink, but if it's not clean, well, I suppose any sink doesn't look good if it's not clean, but you know, it kind of looks just unhygienic, if you know what I mean. So I know that that's clean now, before I kind of polish it, because there's no point polishing something that isn't clean, is there? So I'll put that to one side. And I will dry this similarly. You have to dry it, there's no point putting polish onto it, but we've got this dripping tap which is driving me mad. Waiting for Rob to do something about that. Right. Be patient. I'm like a mad one when the sink, when the worktop has first been polished, you know, I'm like, the worktop's shiny, don't splash water on it. So what I do then is I just get this wood silk, which is non-silicone cleaner. It's wax basically. And I just give it a good spray with that. And I actually leave that to settle. And I don't wipe it off. And it kind of just forms like a barrier that actually means that the water kind of just runs off it. So I'll just leave that for the time being. And then the only thing else I wanted to show you, I haven't shown you this. I wanted to show you my new rug. It's another ruggable rug. And I just decided that the other one was quite summery. And I do like it, but I just wanted something less summery. So we went for this one, which is a Harlequin design. Not Harlequin, William Morris. Classic design with the birds. And I love it actually. And so, you know, obviously I think they're really good. And the thing is, when you buy the second one, you don't have to buy the rubber again. So it's actually not that expensive. And then in the kitchen, I've got this one, which needs moving and probably could do with a wash. But honestly, that last one washed up. We washed it about 5 times and it came up really nicely. So I really, really am pleased with these ruggables because £10,000 to put new flooring down for a few scratches, and these rugs have done the trick. Plus I think they look really nice. Hattie doesn't like it because it's a dead zebra, but it's about as far from a real zebra as it's possible to be. So anyway, that's a quick roundup of a day in the life of, and we've got a HelloFresh meal tonight actually, so I'm looking forward to that. Chicken in breadcrumbs. I'm doing another HelloFresh collaboration very soon. So yeah, it was just a little video, kind of in between video really. I just thought I'd give you a little update on what I've been up to, and I have got a massive selection of Mother of the Bride clothes in my John Lewis basket. I can't find the card with the details of the lady, the marketing lady, so I'm going to have to do those again, make that connection again. But yeah, I've got some really nice things, so I'll be ordering those tomorrow so that it ties in with my credit card, and I'll be showing you those probably by the end of the week, fingers crossed. That's going to be quite hard work because, you know, I've got to put on different shoes and everything with it, so we'll see, we'll see. I hope there's some gems in there. So thanks for watching. Bye.